Well, Man United are out of the race of Caicedo because Chelsea have gone ahead to progress, and the takeover situation looks like it's going to really lag on until August in there for you. As I've told you that even if the Qataris or Sheikh Jassim Al Thani is given green light that is going to be the preferred bidder, it will need him 3 or 4 weeks for an approval coming from the Premier League for him to start doing any work at Man United. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And in that and in that regard, Ten Hag's new Caicedo alternative has been identified, and obviously he plays in the French League One, and we're going to discuss a little bit about him and how good that scouting United is going to hate to make is. But there is sad news about it, but it shows you that Ten Hag is trying to really find out solutions to see to it that he really gets in players as early as enough, however cheap they are, but of pure quality. And then we are going to talk about Theo Hernández coming in from Real Madrid. I think it's AC Milan. United have been linked to that player, but Fabrizio Romano is going to hate to really issue a very huge update about United's interest in this player known as Theo Hernández. And obviously we are going to talk about Eric Bay. Interest coming in from Rio Betis has been really hinted about by a certain source. Now, Rokan David is my name. United Matters channel is the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's see close to 200 likes smashed onto this video as it is being watched by you onto this channel, and so much respect and praise to you, the people behind the growth of this channel, because we are going to hit 14,000 subscribers, I know, by the end of this month. Now, let's see, us having seen ourselves out of the Caicedo deal because we don't have money. If at all you had money, would have gone in and obviously hijacked that deal from Chelsea, as we are providing Moise Caicedo with Champions League football. And obviously, I think we are a much more better project, you know, than that of Chelsea. Now, this story came out yesterday night, and it was all about, it came in from Luca Bedoni. He works for Tim DiMarzio. He has gone ahead and confirmed to us that Man United had a verbal approach rejected by Strasbourg for midfielder Habib Diarra, holding talks around a possible 11 million euro deal. So, Habib Diarra is the player that Eric Ten Hag is going to identify as an alternative after missing out on Moise Caicedo. And who is Habib Diarra? Habib Diarra is a footballer who plays for Strasbourg. He comes in from Senegal, and obviously he's a youth international for France. So he was born in Senegal, but he's playing for the youth international team of France. He's 19 years of age, 1.7 meters tall, 74 kilograms, and last season he played 29 games for Strasbourg, scored 3 goals and 2 assists. But he's a midfielder who can double as a central defensive midfielder, and obviously he can also play as a right, not a right. He can also play as a central defensive midfielder, and he can also play as a box-to-box midfielder, that is a number 8, or in a double pivot with Casemiro, regarding on the system that Eric Ten Hag has gone ahead to really improvise under Casemiro. He can also play as an attacking midfielder. He has a lot of qualities that you get from him, and he's really talented, he's energetic, and his physicality is not really undoubted. And Ten Hag is really looking in for these tenacious players that can come out and obviously put up a very huge work rate onto the field of play, especially when you're playing teams like Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, that can really overrun you in the midfield. And it shows you how our scouting system is really doing great for us this season, because looks like that's going to be the only escape plan for Man United, going in for quality players that are really cheap, like getting in players for like 20 million pounds, 30, but are really good. It's not the plan of Eric Ten Hag, but he just can't wait to see to it that the takeover is really done, is put out of the way, and when it's put out of the way, he'll find himself in a situation of getting the players that he wants. there are some world-class players that Ten Hag really wanted to bring at Man United, like Kim Min-jae, but because of our uncertainty over the ownership status, we cannot really secure a deal of Kim Min-jae, and looks like Bayern Munich is going to hate to sweep in and obviously tell the player that, all right, we are willing to give you this amount of money and obviously wait for you. And obviously bring to you at Bayern Munich, and he cannot wait for Man United. Then there are the situations and scenarios of Harry Kane, missing out on him, priority center forward target for Erik Ten Hag, and obviously Richard Arnold, that's going to hate to fail in negotiations, and the player is not coming to Man United. So that's why he's going for Rasmus Højlund at a fee of like 80 million euros, but 50 million euros up front, and then the 30 coming in later. That is like 40 million pounds up front. So looks like he's going in for such options, you know. Mason Mount is another one that Ten Hag is interested in, and United is pushing to get him in. But Habib Diarra is another one that shows you how good we can go, even if we are really having these cheap players but talented. Look at Liverpool. They've managed to go on and really challenge Man City, but they're not going to hate to make signings of players like Virgil van Dijk, Alisson Becker a lot. That's it. Because the most expensive signing of Liverpool is Virgil van Dijk, then Alisson Becker, then Naby Keita, you know. But Liverpool really goes in for players for like 50 million pounds, 60 million pounds. You know, there is even Darwin Núñez, who came into at around 60 million pounds. So, as it stands, Ten Hag looks like he's finding solutions to get in players that are going to make his squad better. And here we are onto the signing of Habib Diarra. But the bad thing is that our first approach of 11 million euros has been really rejected, but we might see ourselves going back to convince the player to come in through and obviously play for the team of Man United. So that is the Caicedo alternative that Erik Ten Hag is going to hate to identify, and let's wait and see how the Rabiot story also goes into, because we are looking in for him, and there is another free agent known as Rabiot. Now, then we are having Fabrizio Romano on to Theo Hernández. He has said Manchester United deny concrete talks, all contacts for Theo Hernández. There are no negotiations at this stage, and for sure AC Milan would never consider to sell for 60 million euros reported fee. Theo Hernández very happy in Milano, while United have different priorities in the market. So United are not interested in Theo Hernández, as rumors have been really going on. When you look at Theo Hernández, you know, he plays as left back for AC Milan. That's it. And I wonder why people could come out and really put out stories like this, because one of the positions that we are really well positioned is the left back position, and there's no need of really getting in Theo Hernández, because we are having Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia, the understudy, and Malacia is okay to act as the understudy of Luke Shaw. You bring in Theo Hernández, he might cause havoc into the dressing room by really knocking onto the door of the manager every time. I want to play because I believe I'm better than Luke Shaw, you know. So I think the left back situation of Man United is okay. I think this story came in through because some laptop journalists, you know, sat down and really thought that Malacia, having caused a penalty into the semi-final of the UEFA Nations League between Netherlands and Croatia, might result into Erik Ten Hag not looking at him, because this is a script that has been written in the English media, that whenever a player comes out that doesn't hold a British passport and obviously puts in a very bad performance, the next day you get a headline that United want to sell him. We've seen it on Anton Martial, David De Gea, we've seen it on Sancho, very many players, right? Very many players that United want to sell, but it's always an agenda pushed by the media, because they really understand that they have to protect their homegrown players. So that is it coming in from Fabrizio Romano. Is going to hate to really give us a fact about Theo Hernández, that he's not wanted by Man United. And obviously Mundo Deportivo, coming in from Spain, has gone ahead and really given us a story about Eric Bay, that Rio Betis are interested in Eric Bay. That is coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and it's another credible source coming in from Spain. And every time I see these stories linking players like Eric Bay on the exit door of Man United, I really feel okay, because if you can get like £5 million from Eric Bay, get it, do the needful, collect some other money from others, and obviously help Erik ten Hag do the needful. And I'm asking myself, what is really happening at Man United? Because we are not buying and we are not selling. At least out of those two, we are supposed to be doing one to see to it that we show our eagerness, our appetite to attack the window hard. But if at all we are doing nothing out of all those, then we are really not into the right posture to go in and start a season. Guys, I don't want us to start off our season badly. Obviously, I know we aren't going to start off our season badly, but what if Casemiro gets an injury in the preseason, you know? Because Casemiro is the reason as to why we're going to hate to do what we did all last season, meaning that if we don't get in a backup for Casemiro, we are headed into a very bad start of the season. So, thank you guys for watching. Smash the like button, comment and share. Tell me your thoughts about Ten Hag identifying the new Moise Caicedo alternative. That is Habib Diarra from Strasbourg. Theo Hernández to Man United rubbished by Fabrizio Romano. And Rio Betis showing huge interest into Eric Bay. Rokan David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Me out.